number 9. It's the 25th of October, and I'm just turning off on the path here to Orizon. It's Saturday. It's 20 past 2. Flo's gone to Tristan near Aix. She's back tomorrow evening. And I had my 2 little cans of Corona, and I was just saying, leaving the house, it's amazing the effect of just 2 cans, 33 1/3 centiliters or whatever, the small cans. And I went to the toilet and peed about 7 times. I did drink some water, so maybe that's something to do with it. And now I'm heading off to Orizon. I definitely feel, my mind feels slightly muffled, you know? I don't feel I'm under the effect of something. Just 2 cans, it's amazing. If I put that into my terminology, I suppose 2 cans would be 66 centiliters. A pint is 50, as far as I'm aware. So it's like a pint and a bit. And I used to go out and drink like 6 pints. I would definitely manage 6 pints in a night. That would be kind of, and I'd be, you know, quite changed after that. But my God, that 6 pints is a hell of a lot. So I'm going for a walk. There's an overall sense of peace about me at the moment, which is a feeling that's quite nice. Even if there's a slight guilt about maybe how you achieved it. But right now there's a sense of peace. It's one of those moments, I suppose, where the clouds in the sky look nice. There's nothing intimidating about anything. Flo's not around tonight. And I guess this is probably a big factor in it. There is nothing in the near future that bothers me. So the next thing, as far as I'm aware, that I have to contend with is like the eye injection and the dentist. But that's, I think, the 24th of next month. So it's a long way away. Oh, I just hear some children's voices and I am reminded that this is Halloween, because it's Saturday. It's the 25th, it's not quite the end of the month, but Halloween falls on that last weekend of October, and this is it. So I'd completely forgotten about that, so I may see some sights, kids and stuff on the way in here. But just I think walking in here with that sense of peace, because there's nothing upcoming. And in terms of the job front, I went for an interview last week, I don't know when, to the Miramo 5-star hotel, and it wasn't for me, but there's a sense of made the effort. And I also was kind of on to Flow to help me out with sending 2 emails to the old folks' homes. And I did that. And so there is a sense that I've made my efforts, you know what I mean, to look for jobs and stuff. Just gonna pause for a second because I want to pee. Yes. So there is that sense that I've made the effort this week, even to the point of kind of tormenting Flo to help me with some emails, which of course she does under protest, as always. And I remember this is one of those things it's good to remember, because what she said to me was, and this is what's fucking annoying, she said, "So you want me to do the emails?" And I said, "No, I just want you to check that the French is okay." It's like, because Flo herself said to me, "Let me check before you send stuff, you know." But then she said, "So you want me to do your emails?" And then she says, "If it wasn't for me, what would you do with all this job stuff? You wouldn't be able to do anything." And that's, I just have to, women say stuff. They've got this trigger fucking finger when it comes to speaking. They don't think for a second, they just say. Because I've done so much stuff on my own. I've more or less achieved all the interviews for all the jobs and the course I did. I've done it all on my own. Maybe thanks to the French Travail people, but it's me talking to the French. Flo is not there when I'm talking to the French Travail people. I've achieved all that on my own. But that's the kind of thing she can say that's just so annoying, you know. But like I say, there's something about women. I think it's a general thing. I'm saying it that I think it's general. That they just speak. They don't think too much sometimes. They just let rip, you know. I can hear dogs and things. And kids. Don't have any kids there. My God, they're really, God bless them. Their energy is just bouncing off the hills here. Whatever they're doing, they're very happy. There was an adult shouting as well. Anyway, get back to what I was saying. So, because I'm in kind of that waiting mode then to see if the old folks' homes get back to me. I've always had this good feeling about the one on the roundabout. I don't know if this is going to come to pass or not. But there's something in me that's always said, wouldn't it be good to get a job there? I think you're going to get a job there. That would be kind of ideal if it's in an environment there and it's quiet and you've got a way about you and you're able to clean stuff and talk to people. Just an intuition. Maybe nothing will come of it. But I've always thought that kind of be the ideal job if I liked it and it's so close. I could walk to it. Anyway, I've been playing SimCity this morning, by the way, just to point that out maybe. I put the date on it for future reference if you ever want to go back to it. I think it was, I started playing it yesterday or the day before, the 23rd of the 10th, 25. That'll be the date on it. And it's done in one of these big regions. I think there's a bridge kind of actually in the region. And the place I am, to be honest, it doesn't have a name, I don't think. It's an oil place anyway, on the top right hand corner of the map. There's a load of oil, and so I started zoning in houses and stuff. But the thing I'm doing here is I don't want to upgrade anything. I kind of find sometimes the maps and the little squares on SimCity, if you just go fill out the whole thing with the beginning tier of houses and stuff, especially the medium wealth houses, they look so great. If you can fill a map with that and then have the oil industry and whatever going and upgrade the utilities, you end up with a very interesting world, you know? A world where it's all just kind of little houses and stuff, and the police station and the fire station look impressive because they're bigger than the surrounding houses. And anyway, that's what I'm doing. I left it to come for this walk. I may go back to it this evening. As I'm looking here, there's I don't see any paraponts in the sky, but I see like an enormous amount of people on the ground with their, it looks like their a parapont material on the ground. Maybe it's a school. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 cars, and a whole string of people sitting on the ground, it seems. Yeah, maybe it's a class or something, introduction to the sport. Can I get over the fact of just how much of an impact 2 of those little cans of beer can have on a person. I haven't eaten anything today, so I guess that's the whole where with all of that. I brought my phone, obviously. I might listen to some music. I don't want this day to go in a bad way. I'd like to think I'm very conscious of the effects of alcohol. How one needs to be careful. But from my kind of deeper consciousness, I suppose, there's some kind of a feeling of me going doing this walk and then going home and eating something, and before I know it I'm going back to bed and it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I'm playing chess. Something in me is saying, don't you want to have some kind of a spark during the day? There's something in me rebelling against that routine right now. I can't quite put words on it, but something is kind of saying, you know, I don't want to just go home and cook and then go to bed today. And yet, for me, the conscious part of me anyway is like, there's nothing wrong with that. You have a good day, you go to bed, you play some chess, you sleep. That's really all there is. I was kind of thinking of this even as I was playing my SimCity, and it was like I was thinking, I want something nice to eat today. I don't want the usual stuff. I want some nice kind of takeaway food. Maybe I'm just thinking offhand, the takeaway of the sushi place. But I don't even know. I have the numbers, but I don't have them with me. I don't know what it is that I like from that place. And I'd have to carry everything home in a bag. But there's something in me wants something like that. Bonjour. Something different than my usual stuff. Or on another way I could do my lamb. It's been a long time since we did the lamb stew. That's about it. Consciousness, unconsciousness. Wanting, not knowing what you want, and wondering if there is some plan going on under the consciousness that's at work. I don't know, that kind of line of thinking disturbs me a bit. I have a feeling if you're hungry enough, you won't really mind if it's fish fingers and potatoes. It'll be perfectly fine, depending on your appetite. Maybe I should play some music. Because my mind is becoming blank. I don't have any philosophical, psychological ideas at hand. Adios.